logo. Be sure it's looking good in small size and a large size. Try to avoid some shapes that look great in the big size but in the small size look awful. But the best thing is to make some visual standards. In these standards you should say what is the best way to present the logo and how to do not present. Of course, those visual standards are more of questions about corporate identity, but it's always a good thing to have it in mind. Let me show you some example of visual standards. This is a BMW commercial, and BMW have a great visual standards. You can easily recognize that this is their commercial because of the visual standards elements. Some of these elements are that they always have a big picture with two squares. In the first square is their logo, in the second their brand and dealer information. They have a few positions where you can place those squares. Here on the right side the space is 0, but a space above here is a half of this square. And no matter in which corner are they positioned, the balance is the same. The other thing is that they have a main title which always starts with joy, and the most important thing is that they have their own type, which is this typography. This is built especially for BMW and they use it in all of the corporate identity materials. Even the size of the font have a standards. Let's check out the other commercial. They look just the same. This is good to know, but mainly this is for corporate identity. But today we're gonna talk about logo design, so let's continue with the other stuff. And of course, these days web execution is very important. The main thing that you want to think of is how to execute it on banners and avatars. The most common graphic color that are used for logo design is a red one, but when you compress it for a web, for a banners, you know that this can cost you a problem because of the very bad compression of the red color. Also, there's a lot of different banner sizes, so in horizontal banners maybe the logo will look great, but in the vertical maybe not so much. So try to avoid these problems and think of it like when you're creating the logo. When you're executing the logo for outdoor, it's very important that you cover the first part, which was go clean. In outdoor environment, you have a couple of seconds or maybe less to recognize some logo. Maybe you